My wig, exotic. My beach, exotic. My creed.
Yo, fart noises.
That's your hidden talent.
That's Donald Duck. And then fucking Flipper.
Dolphin pussy.
Wapping.
Wapping.
Free weapon.
We're already a couple shots in. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Faded Truth. Today I have my girl from Jersey, Amanda Werner, on the show, also known as a pro athlete and fitness model. What's up, babe? How you feeling?
I feel good. Have some wine in me, some red wine.
Cheers.
Feel great.
You also
In Vegas, which is nice. Never been on the West Coast.
Weird coast. It's the weird coast.
The slow coast.
You do fitness, modeling, competitions. You were sponsored. So what do you kind of categorize yourself as? Is it a full-blown athlete?
Yes. Just because I've done it for so long, as far as like doing sports when I was younger, I've always been an athlete, a gymnast, a cheerleader. And then when I got into high school, I ran cross country, track, winter track, all those types of things. And then when I got older, like, I don't know, after college, after I went to Penn State and ran for them, I was just like, why am I working out? I love doing it. It's my hobby. So why not work out every day and actually do it for something?
Right.
So I decided to do a show. It was actually after you guys did a show. I was like, hold on, there's these things out there. I hate to categorize it as like one thing, because when you say like fitness model now, you think of like all these Instagram hoes that are just trying to show their booty and shit. So, I mean, I guess...
I don't categorize them as fitness models, though.
No.
I categorize them as just girls online that are, getting fucking monetized for their ass. But they're not fitness models. They don't have the dedication or the knowledge.
True.
So it's different levels, I think.
Touche. Drop the mic.
Swing it.
Swing that D, bitch. Damn.
I need somebody to swing that D.
Whoa.
Hey.
I loved running. Cross country was definitely my favorite sport. Just because you're like in all these crazy sceneries, you're running in the rain, you're running in the woods. It's really like a stress reliever.
Right.
Like,
that's your kind of outlet is
yeah,
running?
It's totally an outlet. And you do it because you want to do it. But when I really started getting into the gym, I found like a love for something that I'm like, it was like a void in my life type of thing.
Lifting?
Yeah.
Because you can't run a lot in your physique now, right?
Correct.
I mean, if I run a lot, I lose weight quick and I get skinny, and I'm like I lost all my muscle, so I try not to do that. Mm-hmm. But it's the quickest way to lose weight is to fucking run.
Yeah. Exactly.
For my body personally.
Yeah, because it breaks down your muscle. You're not supposed to run if you're trying to build muscle. That's why you see long distance runners, they're skinny as hell. And that's because they're running long distances, it breaks down the muscle. But if you see sprinters, they're fucking built like horses. They're vascular, they're quick. And that's because they're doing short distances really fast. Ever since I started lifting, it was just like, wow, I love this. Because you can really get stressed out. You can listen to music, which is a great stress reliever. And you're in your own zone.
Yeah.
So
I love being in my zone.
Yeah.
I've been building a gym in my garage. I have a Smith machine. Mm-hmm. I got it for $600 online. Banging.
The Corona sale.
Exactly. I was like, oh no, bitch, I am not losing an ass in quarantine. That's what I'm not going to do, okay? I might be losing a lot of things, but I ain't not losing my ass.
I might be losing my mind. I might be losing my house. I might be losing a lot of relationships, but I ain't losing this ass, bitch.
Show that ass. Get up. We got to see it again.
Let me move this big take out of the way.
Oh, so the ass is that your favorite part of your body?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
It's so nice.
Can you twerk it?
Twerk?
Does it move?
Yeah, it moves.
Well, I know it moves, but can you jiggle it? Hey.
I can't on this floor.
On
Maybe
this
I
floor.
can't.
You can't on carpet?
What do you got? Concrete?
I got the popcorn floors. You don't know about that. What is the easiest thing for women to do for booty gains consistently?
Squats are always really good. Resistance bands are really in. They work. So plyometrics are anything with bursts of energy. So you really want to target the muscles.
Are those jump squats?
Yep, that's literally what I was going to say. Jump squats, walking lunges. You can do frog jumps. Dude, they're the worst.
Right.
But they work. They work. Facts. Yeah.
Jinx, you have your Tito's.
But can I get that ass? The best investment I ever made for my ass was buying these things that wrapped around my ankles. I'm not sure what they're called.
Oh, I got them. That you do the kickbacks with.
So you put them on the cables. You attach them to the cables. Most gyms don't have them, and you don't want to use other people's shit because people are nasty.
Nasty.
So I got those, and then you can really work all parts of your glutes with those. And you can do it by yourself. So you can go back, sideways.
Right.
You can kick back. So the best thing for glutes is to actually get all part of the glutes. A lot of people don't know that as far as glutes, you have medius, the minimus, and the maximus. So it literally goes in a triangle. So you go sideways.
So you got to work them all
consistently. You have to go back, and then you'll see people squat. So you want to hit all those movements when you're doing glutes. And then, you could do glutes with legs, but you always want to isolate the glutes so you can get that nice cup. And then you want to do hamstrings and quads because you don't want to look like some saggy, goofy ass bitch. Like, did you just sit on the pavement for 5 hours? Like, what happened, girl?
Your class that you're in, that you were in before as far as competition was it physique?
Before was bikini, so that's the lowest tier in women's bodybuilding. Now I've moved up to the new category they just came in, the MPC came in with, is wellness. And they've been trying to get it forever from the Arnolds in Brazil. And it's all these fucking Brazilian chicks, like with the big fat asses and thick legs, and they're so feminine.
Are they real though?
No, they're really open out there. Like, they're legit open. Like, they take a bunch of shit. They don't care. They get injections in their ass. Like, they don't care. And to each is their own. But for me, I'm not going to do anything that has any long-term effects. Because though I love doing this shit ain't that deep. It's just something that I want to accomplish and kind of either keep doing or just move on from it like I did it. You know what I mean? You've done shows. You understand what it's like. And it's kind of like you do it, you fulfill it, and that's it.
I did one show, and I felt like I accomplished that goal, but it's not for the lifestyle was not for me. So me taking carbs out of my body and being a fucking demonic person, and like people sending me videos of food on like IG and Facebook, I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. I will literally kill you and stab you in the face if I see you out because you sent me McDonald's fries. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, do you think it's funny? It's not fucking funny. Like, it's literally triggers your brain when you take the carbs out. You know, it's crazy. I can't live without carbs. I learned that. Ever since my show, my body actually loses and gains weight faster. So that's the positive I took out of it, because I got so sick when I went back into it. But the thing I took out is like, okay, if I want to lose weight, I know for 2 weeks, if I'm consistent, if I stay on my diet, if I fucking go to the gym every day and I don't drink and I fucking maybe do a cleanse, I'll have my 6-pack in 2 weeks. Like, that's how my body reacts. Do I want to do that? Not really, because I don't really give a fuck right now. I'm just like chilling in my chubbiness.
Chilling in the chubbiness. Basking in the ambiance. Getting his belly, bitch.
You know, it's about to be cuffing season, and it's about to be big girl season, okay?
And nobody like to fuck a bag of bones, bitch. Coronavirus.
What is your best advice for people that want to lose weight? Not mass, but just weight. People are like, oh, when are you going to diet? Okay, what are they going to eat?
So what I would say is find the diet that's right for you. So either you're like high fats and low carbs, or you're low carbs and high fats. So the best thing for me, just because I know how my body reacts, I lose weight when I don't have carbs. So I do the keto diet, which is meat and cheese. And then that goes for drinking too. Like, you can actually drink on keto and not drink beer, but you can drink things like scotch, things that don't have carbs in it, or Tito's, like vodka. So if you do your research, it's actually really easy to create that and maintain that lifestyle. It's very attainable.
If you're in a category such as yourself. Right?
Yeah, like say you want to, like, say you do a show and then so you don't rebound mentally, because it's mental. Like, I can't have this, so I got to eat it all now. Or I haven't had this.
Right.
So that's like a mental fuck. It's like fuckery, mind fuckery. So what I say is find something that works for you. So do like what works for me is keto. So no complex carbs, no rice, nothing white. And I do meat and cheese. And then as far as workout, you want to do workout with your diet. Everything has to go hand in hand. So you can't go and say, I'm doing an hour of cardio or 2 hours of cardio and beat your ass up, and then step out of the gym and say, let me go eat Domino's pizza.
Right, like I didn't just freaking work out.
Yeah, and eat like, 20,000 calories and fuck your shit up, because what your body does is it reacts and it goes into survival mode. It's like, I have to feed myself. I have to feed myself. And that's your body's natural reaction. If you don't eat for a couple of days, they tell you it's the worst thing to do.
Right.
Because your body naturally goes into a survival mode. Like, you won't go into anorexia for like weeks. Like, you can go, there's a 3-3-3 rule. So you can go 3 weeks without food, and you can go 3 days without water, and 3 minutes without air. So if you're starving yourself, your body will actually hold in the food and actually store it as fat because it wants to keep your muscle there.
Right.
So when you're actually working out, what's the first thing your body does? It's not going to use the fat because now your fat is fuel. It's going to start to burn your muscle. So you just have to learn how to do things the right way.
And be consistent with it.
Yeah. So you have to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and how your body reacts. So you do a keto diet, low carbs, do fasted cardio like 30 minutes in the morning, and that's it. Do that every day until...
I love fasted cardio. Literally only drink fucking water. It's crazy. Like, that's all I
not
drink.
tap water here.
Hell no.
It would swell up like, who fucking dry out? Like a raisin, like... Some water would be nice.
Water! Oh, SpongeBob.
Them square pants. No ass having ass pants.
Is that what you say to people when they say you look manly?
No. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter.
You're no ass having ass.
When do I come up to you in the gym when you're working out and tell you how you've like, do you leave your ass in your other pants, motherfucker? No, you don't do that shit. Like, why are you gonna fucking come up to me and be like, yo, you look like a man? I've never had that happen, but I've seen it happen to people and I've heard it. I have a couple like girlfriends that are fucking like bodybuilders, like builders, like, because there's different tiers.
Right.
I'm the lower tier, but once you get up into women, it's equivalent to men's bodybuilding. Like, you're
Right.
squared, you're SpongeBob fucking what? Square pants.
So tell me about your first show.
Oh God, my first show is fucking nuts. The prep was just different. Like, I was just starving the whole fucking time.
Was this bikini?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this year is going to be this prep is the first prep that I'm doing that's a little bit higher. So it's more muscular. It's just as feminine. It's just
You got
a
some
different look.
thickness to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I'm allowed to keep my natural like gymnastic and cheerleading muscularity without like dropping 10 pounds unhealthy. It's
Right.
unhealthy.
Yeah.
My first show was kind of okay. It was just tough because it's totally foreign and not what I'm used to because you're eating every 3 hours and shit like that. But when it came to the show, that was the eye opener. Like, when you're getting like spray tanned and shit and you see other women with like different body parts than you.
Can we talk about the roast beef pussies in the room?
Oh
Like,
my
what's-
God, yes. All right. So let me elaborate on this. So I'm like a little amateur. I'm just this sweet, angelic little angel. And I'm going in there to get my ass sprayed, right? So you have to spray yourself before every fucking show. I only seen my pussy and maybe some porn. But like...
It's like tight.
Yeah, it's like a fucking dolphin. Like, you can look at her and she's like all in there. She's really cute. And like, you just want to be like, oh, and you're like, ah! Yeah. I just thought like they all looked like that. So I'm walking back there and I'm like, what the fuck is this? You see like chicks that have like their pussies are like out like this. And I'm like, yo, what is that? Like, it looked like roast beef curtains. I haven't eaten roast beef since my first show.
Wait, so why do they get those pussies like that though? Is it from steroids?
It's from steroids. Sometimes like natural vaginas just hang. Like, does your chain hang low? Like, does it wobble to and fro? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Does the judge know you're out with your pussy hanging out?
But you on?
But you got that tan Oh, bitch, you need Jesus to help you with that vagina.
So wait, so
then you have like, so there's two types that I've seen, which like hit me like a wrecking ball, like Miley Cyrus shit, like, oh shit, like the fuck? Like, you get kind of like,
you're like, I have to kind of look at it.
you have to, and you're just like,
Right.
so you look over and I'm just like, so that was one of the vaginas that I saw that was just kind of like, you know, like the sleeve of wizard or shit, like just hanging. It was like, it was like a cape. So then the other one is where you see like women that fucking do a lot of shit. You start to see the nug. And that's where your fucking clitoris, actually, it's like an inverted penis. Like, women have that. So when you take a bunch of tests and shit like that, like for a long period of time, you'll see the blood pumping through. So it's like a man's dick getting hard. But a woman, it'll stay like that and will start to grow if you take like a bunch of shit over time. So that's real. That's true. And I just remember seeing like this chick, Like her shit was tight, but then there was like something protruding. And I was like, oh my God. She has a penis. Like she had a little baby, like
she had a mangina?
Baby dick. Like, you know, we call some dudes baby dick. But like
no,
she
bitch.
legit had a baby dick, and
I had like
bachelorette
one
party-
baby dick in my life, but that was it. It was an Asian.
Oh, honey, I make your pussy like shine like diamond in the sky, honey. I do for you.
I make it sticky like white rice.
Yes. Oh, honey, no, your dick crooked. That bitch needed a fleshlight.
But how would she need a fleshlight? I thought the fleshlight is for the guy to fuck.
Yeah, so the guy uses it for like masturbation, but
Right.
when a woman fucking starts to grow the little nug, you can start fucking.
Stop. So wait, you can come out your nug and your pussy?
No, that's how you like get off.
So it's like a clitoral stimulation, but it's a
Yeah.
baby dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put like a bib on it and shit because it's gonna come.
What is your favorite, craziest story in competition that you've seen?
Well, the baby dick is definitely like my favorite, like 100%. But then what a lot of people don't realize is that like the day before you have to do a show or the week of, you're drying out. Like
Right.
you totally have to dry the fuck out. So you're drinking like a gallon and a half, depending on where you're at and where your body is. You're drinking a gallon and a half to 2 gallons of fucking water before a show, like the second weekend. The first like 1 week out, you're literally just tapering off of water. Like the day of the show, you're probably drinking sips of water.
Yeah.
To dry the fuck out.
That's why your lips are like white. You wear makeup.
Yeah, you're dusty as hell.
I like that. They wanted your veins to pop out. So
Yeah.
they're like, okay, the last week you drink 1 gallon of water for the whole week.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And then like you just like taper that shit down all the way through. So with that being said, you're cutting out a lot of shit too. You need water to digest. That's why you need to drink water in the morning. Yo, so you can't take a shit. So I remember like 10 of us, we were all in the same squad and we're all like, yo, is this the right enema? Is this the right enema? We're fucking bending over, sticking enemas in our fucking ass. And I'm like, I remember the first time like I used one, I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm gonna shit myself. And they're like, and the one girl was a doctor and she was just like, no, that's the way it's supposed to feel. I'm like,
What,
but-
the enema?
Yeah, and I was like, this shit
Do you
don't
stick?
feel right.
What do you do with the enema?
It allows your bowels to move faster. So what it is, it's like this wax. It's almost like this waxiness. And once it goes up, it takes literally like 30 minutes to like maybe 2 hours at the most. And what it does, it just like releases everything. So you don't have to worry about going into the show the next day all fucking bloated. No, I'm gonna take a shit.
So do you put it up your ass and then it just comes out 30 minutes later? Okay.
Yep. So I mean, we all had like diapers on and shit, like the pen. No, we didn't. We didn't. But no, we didn't. That was the weirdest thing because I learned this from other people, and you don't really realize the tricks of the trade until you're out there with the tricks tricking.
Right.
I'm like,
You
yo,
trick
bitch,
it
you
on.
like trick daddy and shit.
So now that you're in the wellness category, what do you have upcoming for that?
I have a show coming up November 7th. That's a national qualifier. I have to do that first, and then I'm going to do a national show the following weekend for Team Universe. So that's where I can actually get my pro card if I place top 2.
Okay.
If I don't place at that one, which I hope I do, there's another one the second week of December in Miami, Florida. So that's USA's.
But you were already sponsored by Evogen, correct?
Yeah, I was
before.
sponsored in the past as an athlete by Evogen when I did bikini. And that
Okay.
was definitely a great experience. It was a great team. And I learned a lot from them because the guy that actually owns the company, he's the one that trains The Rock. He's the one, when you see all those pancakes and everything, he's the one that gives The Rock his diets. He was Mr. Olympia's coach and all that. So, I mean, the guy's great. The products are great. It's like insane how much you can learn from like one company.
People are like, you know how they're like, I'm leaning, I'm bulking. Like, what's your best bulking tips? Because right now you can eat whatever you want, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
so
much.
everything's in moderation. Like, I love to eat. I love carbs. I love to drink. It's
Do
all
you
about...
drink through your whole prep? Like alcohol?
Oh, hell no. No.
Okay.
This is like my last hurrah.
Okay.
Yeah, but red
Cheers
wine
for
is
that.
definitely is definitely the way to go. So as far as bulking, you just eat more complex carbs. So if you're trying to fill out, you got to make sure your diet's in there too. You have to know your body. So if you should not be bulking unless you know your body, or else you're just saying you're bulking because you're fucking lazy and you just want to make an excuse for you being fat.
Right.
Like, no, you're a bum ass bitch and you didn't work out and you're
And
chunky.
you're just going to get fatter.
Yeah, so you're either bulking. If you're bulking, then you should be muscular. But you have to work out and eat proper. And, like, lift heavy. Like, pyramids are the best thing. And drop sets are great. And that's with, like, everything. But you have to do cardio, too.
Right.
So when you see people that are fucking, like Like, bro, you look like you ate somebody. Not like, what did you eat? Who did you eat?
Don't be the guy that like, can remember Kevin Hart when he's like at T-Mobile, he's like, hello? Hello? Here's another headset, boss. Like, don't be that guy. So do you fuck with guys that are in the industry, or would you rather fuck with guys that aren't in the industry?
I've done both. So I found it more comfortable when I'm seeing somebody that isn't in the industry. Although you may think that it might be nice because they always like to go to the gym or they understand your dieting and stuff like that, they may be going through the same shit you're going through. So you're hangry or you're eating the same shit. So your motherfucker might be eating your peanut butter, your Walden Farms, or your rice cakes. Like, bro, that's mine. Like, I was saving that for later.
Get off my Ezekiel bread right
Exactly.
the fuck now.
Yeah, like you used my last Splenda packet. I thought we talked about this shit. Like, what happened?
Yeah, no.
Like, you're not listening to me now?
That's why I broke up with my ex when I was prepping. I couldn't. I was so angry. And he's like in here getting Wawa. And he's like eating chips in the bed. I'm like, if you don't get the fuck out this room and go in the guest room, like, eat your shit out there. Like, it's 3 a.m.
He got the kettle chips, didn't
Yeah.
he?
I'm like, get out of here. Like, what the fuck? You're evil. Like, you really want to fuck with me?
I find it better when you see somebody that doesn't work out because they don't touch your shit and they're kind of just like go with the flow. And they're just
Right.
like asking you questions. But honestly, I like being alone during prep. It's the best thing because you don't have to exhaust any energy into anybody else but yourself. That's the best. It's
It's hard to put that energy there.
But when you're with somebody and they make you comfortable, that's something else. They push you and they keep you level-headed. Like, hey, relax. It's gonna be okay. Or when you're like, yo, I don't feel like going to the gym. Like, yo, you need to go. Like,
Right.
you're gonna do this show. Like, you need to do your fasted cardio. Like, those are people you want to be with. Not like, why are you doing this? Why are you eating this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to go out. Like, your dude or your girl shouldn't be like making you feel uncomfortable because you're not going out. Like, if they cared, they'll sit there with you and they'll make it happen. I want to be with somebody
find
like that.
the good balance.
Yeah.
So how do you balance mentally with everything that you do as far as training, prepping, going to shows, having to do all these different things? Like, how do you keep yourself sane?
Everything in life, I always make sure there's a goal. And then you have to have a goal to have a plan. And then you have your stepping stones to get to the ultimate goal. If you don't have the goal or the plan, then you're fucked. Then you're one of those people that are in limbo. Like, hey, what are you doing? I'm kind of just like go with the flow. Like, I'm not like that. Like, everything I do happens for a reason. I do it for a reason. Like, you can't get that time back that you wasted. You know what I mean? That's what I do at prep. That's what I do at life. And I incorporate that into my prep. So basically when I'm in prep, I'm just like, yo, like, this is what I have to do. And then everything else just falls into place. And that's how I mentally keep myself in place. I mean, and then you incorporate dieting and working out. But that's all stuff that you write down. Like, you need to write this shit down.
Make goals.
If you don't have goals, then you're going to be complacent and you're going to be a basic bitch.
And you've never crushed anybody with your quads? Not on a good day, like, oh, bitch. I feel like that would be like the best way to like murder somebody. Death by quad. Like, you just get head while you're murdering somebody.
Dome for life. R.I.P. Dome.
Remember 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yo.
Headed nowhere.
Yo,
So what's your best life advice?
be consistent, be motivated, and do things for yourself. Don't do things for the gram. Or don't do things for other people or affirmation from other people. Because at the end of the day, when shit happens and shit hits the fan, you're by yourself. And you and only you can fucking move yourself up in life. You could either play the victim or you could be the victor. And you choose. So I always choose to be the victor. Like, when you come from a terrible background, that makes a great future. If you decide to do that. But it's all about the decision you make. Like, basically, if somebody wants to be a victim, they look for, when they do a show, for affirmation from other people because they're insecure. And you'll see them want other people to know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
And that's not why you should do a show. People that want to be a victor, they do it because they want to win type of shit. And when they win, it's something of self-gratification. And it's not something that's done in a day, because most people date and now, like, they want something done now. They want it now. This is something that takes like 12 weeks, 15 weeks to actually do. And then when you're on stage, that's the easiest day, is being on stage. It's the easiest fucking day. But getting there is the hardest thing. When girls actually become victors and decide to do a show, that's when you're mentally prepared, your heart is there, and your determination is there. That's when those plans fall into place, and you're you're not complacent with all this other bullshit. Like, you're doing shit for yourself. And that's what inspires other people. That's what inspires other women. Like, and that makes a good person. You know what I mean? Not to say that, you know, other women that decide to play the victim aren't, but you should really take a step back and say, yo, like, maybe I should do something different. Maybe I should better myself.
2020 vision.
2020 vision.
Good luck on your show.
Thank you.
In your prep, you only got, how many more weeks?
7.5 weeks, yeah.
7 more weeks to go.
Trying to get these legs popping.
And
I don't
get
look like
them
no
22s. Man. You got ties to 22s. Well, don't kill anybody before then.
I'll kick them through a couple drywalls first. Beat that ass, bitch.
Beat that ass up. Hey. All right, guys. Until next time. Peace out.
Yeah. Jersey atop of my shoulders. G-Wagon, Range Rover, yeah. Now don't bring me bustin' over. Exotic flavors for my soul. Hey, grab that from me.